Tampa Bay Buccaneers might have pulled off the biggest quiet heist of the 2025 NFL Draft by snagging wide receiver Emeka Egbuka at pick 19. The Bucs may have added the final piece to an already dangerous offense, one that could now become truly unstoppable. When a team already boasts names like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Jaylen McMillan, adding a route-running technician like Egbuka almost feels unfair. But this wasn't just about depth. It was about taking an already high-powered offense and giving it another dimension. Egbuka's tape shows a player who doesn't need time to develop. His footwork, route tempo, and ability to manipulate defenders are already at a veteran level. He consistently sells run blocks before peeling off into routes, changes pace mid-pattern to throw off defenders, and executes violent breaks that shake cornerbacks completely out of position. Against teams like Oregon, Indiana, Penn State, and Iowa, he routinely found space, made critical catches, and showed off his football IQ. Notably, across several of those games, he didn't drop a single catchable pass. That kind of reliability paired with technical route running is going to earn him targets quickly, despite competing with elite talents around him. What's even more valuable is Egbuka's positional flexibility. He can thrive both on the outside and in the slot. That allows offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard to move him around the field, manufacture mismatches, and keep defenses guessing. Imagine trying to cover Evans, Godwin, McMillan, and Egbuka all at once. Someone's going to be open, and more often than not, it'll be Emeka working against the opponent's third or fourth best DB. Egbuka's influence extends beyond the pass game. He's a willing blocker who understands leverage, something the Bucs demand from their wideouts. Against Iowa and Indiana, he helped seal the edge multiple times to spring big runs for backs like Trayvon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. When you're trying to run the ball in space, perimeter blocking isn't optional, and Egbuka delivers. Even in what was considered his worst game by grading metrics, the matchup versus Penn State, most of the lower marks came from run blocking against edge defenders, which isn't a fair task for a receiver. But on actual routes, he still executed perfectly, including a 25-yard touchdown on a crossing route. His style brings comparisons to Amon-Ra St. Brown, with an emphasis on detail, pacing, and control. That's a rare profile for a rookie, and there's already buzz inside the Bucs organization that Egbuka could be the clear WR3 by midseason, even ahead of McMillan. It's not a knock on McMillan, he's been great, but Egbuka simply does everything a bit cleaner and with more explosiveness after the catch. And then there's Baker Mayfield, coming off his best year yet, 4,537 passing yards and 41 touchdowns in 2024. Baker did that with both Evans and Godwin missing significant time. With everyone healthy and now adding Egbuka, there's a realistic path to 5,000-plus yards and 45-plus touchdowns. Egbuka won't just help Baker, he'll help take pressure off everyone else on the field. Here's how it could realistically break down. Mike Evans, 1,200-plus yards. Chris Godwin, 1,000-plus. Emeka Egbuka, approximately 700. Jaylen McMillan, approximately 500. That's already 3,400 yards. Not even counting backs or tight ends like Bucky Irving, Raychad White, Cade Otton, and Payne Durham. The math adds up fast in this offense. The flexibility goes further. Godwin lined up in the slot for over 80% of snaps last year. If he's still recovering early in the season, Egbuka could take over that role temporarily, giving him a ramp-up period to get heavily involved before rotating outside later. Some critics called it a luxury pick, and sure, when your team's this stacked, any pick might look that way. But the Bucs weren't looking for need. They were looking for an edge, a way to elevate from great to elite. Egbuka gives them that edge. Of course, there's one asterisk: the injury to all-pro tackle Tristan Wirfs. Losing your top offensive lineman is never good, but the silver lining is timing. With the injury happening early, the Bucs have time to adjust protections and game plans. Backup Charlie Heck isn't elite, but he's serviceable. Expect Grizzard to call quicker throws, move the pocket, and help protect Baker while the line settles. Even with some turbulence up front, the Bucs remain an 11-12 win team on paper. They'll likely win 4 to 5 of their 6 divisional games, and even if they stumble out of the gate, there's enough depth and talent to recover fast. The bigger question isn't whether they'll win, it's whether they can win big. With this kind of firepower, and if Egbuka hits stride mid-season, the NFC Championship game is a very real possibility. Some even say this version of the Bucs offense could outperform anything from the Tom Brady era, including the record-setting 2021 squad that scored 511 points. With the right health and chemistry, 530-plus points isn't out of reach. If you're as excited about Emeka Egbuka and the Bucs' 2025 season as we are, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to stay locked in on all things Tampa Bay football. Got predictions or questions? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think.